I worked with simulations when I was a senior computer systems designer during the Cold War. The purpose of a simulation has a beginning.
Scared now.
No, it has a beginning. Okay, simulation has a beginning, it has an end.
Yeah.
There are rules. What's interesting is in a simulation, you can always talk to someone outside the simulation for help. When you close your eyes and you communicate with a higher source, you're communicating
outside of the
that. You're saying, hey, I need some help. The purpose of a simulation is to learn in a relatively safe environment something you need for wherever it is that you're about to go to. And all of our traditions say we're only here temporarily.
I wonder sort of where your perspective is. Do you see it as an analogy, or do you see it as more realistic, like we are actually in the computer?
I think it's not a computer. I think it's safe to say we are in a construct. This is probably not a base reality. And there's so little of us here to begin with. You know, we're 99.99% empty atoms anyway. And your higher self is you outside the simulation. From a biblical perspective, this is a false world. The Gnostic texts that were denied by the early Christians, I mean, they were forbidden by the Catholic Church. When you go back and you read what those are all about, there was a world of perfection, and there were powerful beings that began creating copies of that world. One of those copies is a flawed copy, and we happen to be in what they would call a flawed copy or a construct. And the flaw is the evil